Hello, I'm Lizzie.
And I'm Izzy, and we need help.
Each week we stumble through a new book, method, or concept that brings us one step closer to being our best self.
Yes, we make fun of ourselves.
And others.
But mostly just ourselves. So here's to not taking self-help quite so seriously.
Welcome to the Afterbirth.
Afterbirth.
I'm Lizzie.
And I'm Izzy, and this is the Afterbirth for Brother and Sister by Diane Keaton. BS. That was our episode, BS. Total BS.
So much BS in that one.
Yeah.
So we got to stop. We're not going to talk about this for a very long time because I am looking at Izzy right now with a frozen pack of pierogies on her forehead because she's got the first podcast-related injury. What happened, Izzy?
I was trying to put on my headphones, and I put them really wide to plop them over my ears, and
She was trying to be cool.
And I missed my head, and it sprung on, it just went and just smashed into my forehead. And I couldn't find frozen peas because we need fresh peas here. But I didn't find
in Poland only.
Yeah, so I did find some frozen pierogies. So I'm holding them because look, it's look at that.
How do you say goose egg in Polish?
I have no idea. We're gonna have to afterbirth that.
What about egg? What's egg?
Jajko.
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 That's your Polish lesson for today, people. The end.
Jajko.
So how's your week been?
Well, I was in the countryside and we had no power because there's massive windstorms. So I was chopping wood and putting it in the furnace like Paul Bunyan.
Oh my God. Paul Bunyan, the Polish Paul Bunyan.
The Polish Paul Bunyanski. Paweł Bunyanski is the Polish Paul Bunyan.
Oh my God. I love it.
Yeah. How about you? How was your week?
And okay. This is going to be fun because now my service is being weird, so.
Okay.
Yeah. And I got to look at that egg ski on your forehead. I don't know how to forget.
Your cervix is being weird?
Yeah, my cervix is weird.
So this is the normal time where if something like this happened in the past, I would immediately go and get bangs.
You would be so insecure.
Nope, not happening.
No.
I'm getting bangs.
I mean, you could part on the other side and do your down swoop to cover that for a couple of days rather than go to the side of bangs. How many I bet you look really good in bangs.
Yeah, better than a down swoop, I think. Well, maybe. I don't like the downs. Yeah.
I don't know. Every time I get bangs, I love them for 2 weeks, and then I hate myself for the next 6 months. You should see her on here, you guys. It is the worst set of bangs. It's like my mom cut them when in second grade.
So, do you have horror haircut stories from when you were little?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the worst?
Well,
Can you remember
my mom was progressive, and she thought that we should be able to do what we wanted with our body.
Oh.
Big mistake, people. Don't do that to your little girls. Sets them up for a lifetime of disappointment. So she let us pick our hairstyle, and then, of course, we didn't have the money to go to the salon, so my mom did it.
Oh, and?
Well,
was she not?
It wasn't that bad. I look back and it's I'm not putting down her cutting skills. I'm just saying we should have never had the haircut to begin with.
Yeah.
And then.
So, yeah. But when I was in kindergarten, my grandmother and mom I had 2 side braids. I had long, the Pocahontas braids.
Pocahontas-ski?
With the Polish Pocahontas, it's Pocahontas ski, yeah. And it was matching bows to whatever outfit I was wearing. And then one day, I don't know why, my
Out of
mom
boredom.
decided it would be a good idea to cut my hair real short. So I got like the bowl kind of haircut, and I don't know why. My life changed after that. I became a nerd.
Oh, yeah, right. You're the coolest
did.
person I know.
No,
Okay,
I was
so
a nerd.
parents do some weird shit. I think my mom and my Aunt Kate kind of got about probably a half a gallon of Gallo in them. And when I was 2, and they thought I would look cuter with curly hair, so they gave me a tonette perm.
What? How old were you?
2.
What?
Yes.
And wait, what's a toe net perm?
It's a home perm, a tonette.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they gave it, this shit happened in the 70s, you guys. It's not like chemicals weren't that like, calm down, everybody.
Yeah.
I got I got a tonette. And I'm not going to lie, I see the pictures before and I see the pictures after, and I think they were right.
You look cute. I'm sure little kids with curly hair are super cute.
Yeah, I looked better. They dialed me up.
Yeah, Machik has super curly hair, and I'm just praying if we have a child, it'll have curly hair. Otherwise, I'll put it up for adoption or something.
Obviously, if it's Scarlett had pretty bad hair in the beginning. Now it's
she?
even, because my mom blamed it on me nursing her too long, but like.
Isn't the hair supposed to be better if you nurse for a long time?
That's what I thought. But she was like, no, it's something to do with the hormones. That's why it's not growing. But it didn't grow for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, she had like a little jealousy every time somebody had long hair. We had the clip-ins. We had like, she I don't know if you remember like putting on the towel on your head or the shirt, and it would like drape down like long hair.
Yeah.
I mean, I spent a lot of my childhood with like that luxurious look. And so she did that a lot when she was little. But yeah. But anyway,
who that is? Your
that's
sister?
No, that's the lawn guy. My lawn guy. Nicholas is his name. No, I don't need to take it.
Okay.
Should I take it? It would be so funny. No, I'm not going to take it. All right, Nicholas, I'm putting a shout out to you. I don't know what your company name is. I don't know your last name, but I just have Nicholas Lawn Guy in my.
That's what I have for people.
Yeah, it beats like when I was single, I would be like Rob, Joe's Bar and Grill, like.
I had that. I had like, Brett's shoe store.
Yeah.
Not the owner, guys.
No.
This is like...
I met him at the shoe store. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oliver, Weird Ear.
Yeah. Damien, pizza smell.
Simon, pilot. I don't know. Is he a pilot? Is he doing a pilot on NBC? I don't know.
He's either working for Lufthansa or he's got a hilarious romantic comedy coming out. We don't know.
No. I mean, we had names for everybody and weird ones too. One was Sunshine, and we couldn't figure it out for the longest time. Who's Sunshine?
Yeah. Oh, good. So what is this Afterbirth going to be about? Well, we didn't talk about the book at all during our episode.
Which I think made it better.
Yeah. Yeah. And okay, the book, it's a memoir, whatever, but I think we should talk about Diane Keaton a little bit.
I want to talk about her, but I want to tell you about what happened to me this week.
Okay.
Real quick. Go. It's really good. It's really, really good. I went and saw, so when we lived in the Virgin Islands, she's putting her pierogies back on her forehead, if you wonder what that noise is. So when we lived in the Virgin Islands, I found this group of women that like are the coolest women. I always find like the coolest women.
Yeah, water
Ever.
rises to its own level.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I think I'm not as cool now in Naples, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna address that though. That shit's
Yeah.
changing. So, anyway, sometimes water like goes to the lowest level.
yeah.
So I had this group of women that all had children of the same age. And when they were 2, we decided that we were going to start just a preschool co-op where we would get together every Friday and we would take turns at each other's houses and we would have like some sort of creative lesson or activity. And through the next like 4 years, we became these women together that like I call them my ladies of the canyon. Like we just grew together as women and supported each other and loved each other and laughed with each other. And then when the hurricane hit, we all got displaced. And so I met one of my ladies of the canyon up. She was up for a baby shower, or she was down for a baby shower. She's in Wisconsin. Her name is Robin. I love you, Robin. And I met her. We met at this little this little motel in Sarasota, and we had dinner. And our kids. I mean, it was like no time had passed.
I
Scarlett,
love that.
Yep, Scarlett and her daughter Kate. They held hands walking to dinner. It was like precious. I mean, it was. And Robin and I, it was like, I literally looked in her eyes and it was like, I felt home. I felt my magic, like just kind of come back into me.
Yeah.
And it was just like, and then what I realized is, holy shit, like I have dulled my fire so badly living here. And, you know, and I wanted people to be powerful. So instead of calling that for them, I made myself less.
Yeah.
And I really it was all confirmed with me for just seeing her again.
Yeah.
She it was like, so I kind of went back and we're merging my company, the Stella Project, and we need help now, just so you know, everybody.
Yeah.
But I was going back and I was looking at the content from the beginning to the content now. And I have so dulled myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's so crazy how just connecting with one of the people who love you so much can change you in an instant. It was like my soul needed that.
Yeah. And there is something about that physical connection too.
Yeah.
Where there's something about it, and it's biologically even proven, you know,
Yes.
there's that interchange of whatever energy that's there that's necessary. Yeah.
And I can tell you it is I've felt it when we've gotten together.
Yeah.
So the lesson here is find them, seek them out, go to them no matter what. And I plan on finding her, all my hers again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just connecting and not, you know, I've kind of let people kind of rush over me in a way. You know, it's easy to do.
Yeah.
You know, especially when they're weak. You're like, okay, and you're not trying to win.
Yeah.
So it's like, but my whole thing is like, once I saw Robin and once I was in her presence, I was like, oh, I'm me.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
wow. Like, it was so cool. And, you know, yeah, it was just amazing. So,
Oh, good.
so long story short, I need you to either come here or I can come there.
Yeah.
We need to be in each other's physical presence.
Presence. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I love that. I really
Yeah.
am happy though, because I do think the universe provides what we need when we need it.
Yes.
You know?
I am telling you, just because we're merging all this together and I'm like, really want our voice to be loud in it. And I want, like, I want it to be
Yeah.
just us.
Yeah.
And I think that, like, that right at the right time, like exactly at the right time. So, yay.
Good.
Yay. I love you, Robin. I can't wait for you to
Robin.
meet. Yeah. You're
And
going to
I love that. Is she from Wisconsin?
She's from Wisconsin.
Salt of the earth.
Salt of the earth. She's amazing. I grew up there summers and which means I'm kind of salt of the earth.
I'm salt of the I went to school in Wisconsin for 5 years.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lived in Wisconsin. I lived in Milwaukee for even more. I think 6 or 7. Sorry, I had a cough there.
No, it's okay.
But yeah, so I know Milwaukee really well because I lived there for a long time.
Yeah. It's a great place. My Aunt Pam is still there. We go back and see her. It's just, Midwesterners are
The best.
the best. I don't know. I'm sorry. Like, it's crazy. I listen to Dak Shepard all the time, and he on Armchair, and he's from Michigan. It's the same thing. There's something. There's some edge you get from the hot, cold, freezing weather. Scary. Are we gonna get home? There is like an edge that you get. You're not cool like the coasts.
Yeah.
But you're like really cool and like, but you're not, I don't know. It's like, there's just, whenever I hear somebody's from the Midwest, I'm always like, okay, they're a good person.
Yeah, I agree. I'm the same. It's like this. There's something there.
There's something there. There's something there. I love it.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I love it. So yeah, okay. To Diane Keaton.
I was surprised by some of the stuff I researched about Diane Keaton.
Okay.
So her name is Diane Hall Keaton. And I didn't know this, but the movie Annie Hall, which is one of my favorite movies, is based sort of loosely on her life and her family, which I didn't know that. So have you seen Annie Hall? Have you seen that movie?
I want to say I've seen it. My mom made me watch all this crazy stuff, but yeah, so
It's really good. It's really cute. So
I don't remember it.
yeah, I didn't realize that like he took her and he made the character is her. She's not playing the character. So it's
Yeah.
her. So I just love that.
I'm gonna
She's
watch
playing
it.
herself. Yeah, so that's really good. And yeah, there's like a ton of stuff that I didn't know about her. Like she is also like a exclusive real estate agent. Like she buys homes and flips them to celebrities, and she sold Madonna a house. I'm like, I think that's awesome.
I like that. I like that a lot.
She went on a date with Steve Jobs. I didn't know that. When he was the CEO of Apple. And she stopped seeing him because she wasn't interested in his anecdotes about computers.
Okay, I get that so hard. I do. I don't care how good you are on paper. If I have to listen to you yam on about something I'm not interested, I don't care.
I don't care. You can be
And
Steve
it's not
Jobs.
like she needs the money.
Right. Yeah. She just wasn't like, she was in a 2011 interview with Ellen, and she's just like, and he's just going on and on and on about this computer thing and how computers are the future. And I was like, whatever, man.
That reminds me of Jason. The one time I was like trying to be cute on the phone and being like, I just can't believe that they can get the mail everywhere. It's amazing. I'm like, how do they do that? I mean, really. And he then went on a 15-minute tutorial on how the U.S. goddamn mail works.
Wow.
Yeah.
But actually, how does it work?
Ask
Do you
Jason.
remember
I
it?
wasn't listening.
Can we
I
have
was
Jason
like-
come on and just give a 15-minute tutorial on how the mail works?
Oh, he had it all down. He had it because I guess he had to do some research for it. And I was like, okay. And then it's been the joke. I'm like, don't U.S. mail me. You know, like.
I love that.
And that was the last time I tried to be cute for him.
Yeah. You're like, that's what I get for being fake ass bitch. I get U.S. mailed.
That's what I get for caring about anything. Anybody's
That's what I get for
opinion.
like pretending to be interested.
Yeah. I was like, I wonder how that. It's just so amazing that they can get.
Damn,
like,
how does that mail work, Jason? Oh, Lord.
I don't know nothing about that U.S. mail.
I don't know nothing about that
he's like,
mail.
And 1A, let's go over 1A on U.S. mail, and then 1B, 1C, 1D, and then it went on to 47, and I was just like,
I'll have another, like double whatever martini.
yeah, keep them coming. If you
Keep
know
the
what I mean.
Cosmos coming.
God, you remember Cosmos? Oh,
I remember when they came out. I liked them. I thought they
I
were
liked
tasty.
them too.
Yeah,
And I was super high class. I'd be like, do you make yours with Cointreau?
of course. Absolute Cosmo with Cointreau.
Don't give me that triple sex stuff, because
Because I'm fancy.
hello, I'm very Cointreau.
Oh my God,
And the
that's
more
so
you
funny.
had, the more like the better you got it. Saying Cointreau, Cointreau.
Cointreau.
Yeah. Oh,
I'll have some of that Cointreau.
give me a minute. We'll have sex in the country too, not just the city. We'll have sex in everywhere.
But I remember,
God.
yeah, like being in, like, whatever, the university and, like, the university. When I went to when I failed out of Marquette, but because I was drinking way too many Cosmos, but
Cointreau.
thinking Absolute was, like, a good vodka.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That it was good. And I'm
Absolute.
like, oh, my God, it's ew. It's, like,
Yeah.
rail now. You know?
If it wasn't Gordon's, you were like fancy.
I'll have an Absolute Cosmopolitan with Cointreau.
As long as you use Cointreau, but if it's triple sec, I'll still take it, but I'm going to seem like I'm weird. I just want to like put it out there that I know everything about alcohol.
Yeah.
When you're like 20.
I used to really enjoy bartending. I used to make up like different drinks. I really liked it. It was fun.
I liked bartending, and I was too. I just liked being able to control everyone. I liked all their joy to be wrapped around me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. But it was fun.
Yeah. And so you were a bartender when?
I was a bartender when I was 22, and I'd give a shout out, but the guys were kind of shady. They really
Okay.
were. Yeah. But it was a bar that were all judges and lawyers. It was like an Irish bar. Yeah, and the everybody was so nice, and they tipped so well.
Wow.
You know, well, it was because I was nice too. I
Yeah.
used to be nice back then.
Yeah. Not anymore.
Now I'm not nice, well, whether or not you're giving me money or not.
Yeah. I bet you were a good bartender.
I was. I was. I bet you were too.
I was a really good bartender. Yeah.
Yeah. I could keep it together. Like I knew. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I was a lot of fun. I knew a lot about wine. I knew a lot about alcohols because was my favorite thing to do in the world.
Well, I've been raised amongst
Yeah.
all. When you start at 4,
You're pretty much a connoisseur.
yeah. Like, oh no, that schnapps is for babies.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so
That's
funny.
funny.
Okay,
What was
Annie.
what was your drink? Like, what was your signature drinks? Like, when you would go out, what would be your drink?
Okay, so all right. When I first turned 21, my shot was tequila rose. Oh yeah, I puked that off the deck more times than I'd like to admit. And then cranberry, there was a cranberry and vodka that I would get because I was super healthy.
Yeah.
The pierogies
Yeah.
went back to the forehead, y'all.
I'm sorry. It hurts actually. Now I'm doing it not because of vanity, because of pain.
Oh my God. So yeah, cranberry vodka when I was trying to be fancy. Otherwise, I've always loved beer. I'm a typical
Yeah.
Irish girl. When I was 12 years old, this is no shit, I would be up at my Aunt Pam's house and I would grab a 6-pack of O'Doul's, and I would put it in the cooler and I would take the paddle boat out and just go along all around the lake all by myself and just drink a 6-pack of O'Doul's.
Non-alcoholic
Yeah.
beer. Yeah. O'Doul's has some alcohol in it though, doesn't it? Like a small percentage.
My sister says so, but I mean, I never felt anything coming from it at all.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like I think it's supposed to be a non-alcoholic version.
Okay.
I still order it. I like it.
Yeah. Okay.
But especially like if you want a beer, but beer just makes you tired if you only have one.
Yeah.
So I like non-alcoholic
I didn't
beers
like
for that.
peeing. I didn't like the beer because it just made you pee a lot. I didn't like that.
That is a downside. It is
Yeah.
a downside. But I mean, everything has a, like if I drink vodka
Yeah.
like I drink beer, I would be in the hospital.
Oh my God. That was my drink.
I know.
That was my drink. For sure.
I don't like vodka at all. It affects me so quick. It's like jet
Wow.
fuel. It's
Okay.
like jet fuel. I always say it's for homeless people. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Especially if you see an alcoholic switch from one drink to vodka, it's the last stage of alcoholism.
Well,
But if
I
you
worked-
start at the end, you automatically win the race.
I worked in a detox for a brief period of time, and I would go and like tell these people about these people in the detox about recovery, and then at the end there was a Q&A, and this guy raises his hand and he goes, "I just want to know if I'm an alcoholic, okay?" And I was like, "Okay," and he said, "I drank my wife's perfume, but there was nothing in the house, so..." And I was like, I don't know, dude. Like,
First of all, what perfume was it? Because if it's,
was it Chanel number 5?
because you're a number 1 alcoholic if you're drinking Chanel number
Chanel
5.
That needs to go on a t-shirt.
You
If you drink Chanel number 5, you are number 1 alcoholic.
just pose it as a question.
Yeah.
Am I an alcoholic if I drink Chanel number 5?
Yes or no? Yes, no.
Here's my way of seeing if somebody's an alcoholic.
Okay,
And it's
what's your
tried
way?
and true. It's tried and true. If you are out with people, and you can tell they're an alcoholic from their early stages.
Yeah.
And if you're out and about and you're like, it's time to go. So
Yeah.
say you're at dinner and you're going to go to a concert.
Yeah.
And you're leaving. And the person that can't leave without the drink being finished,
Yeah.
that's the alcoholic.
Yeah, or usually orders another last round before we go. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's second stage maybe, but
Is it?
I think so. I love that you started from the top, but yeah, it's like,
Yeah, that's true.
it's a sure sign, because if you can't walk away from a drink,
Yeah.
then, I mean, this is way before you lose your first marriage or
Yeah.
your children aren't talking to you. Like, this is way, this is 100 years before that. It's
Okay. Those are the early signs. Okay, get it.
yeah,
That's a pretty good. I never left a drink
yeah,
undrunk.
undrunk.
I never left a drink undrunk.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, It's not it's not a death warrant, but it's close. I love it. Okay, so Annie Hall.
Annie Hall, Diane Keaton. Yeah, she's older, she's unmarried, and I love what she says about being older and unmarried. She wrote, I don't think that because I'm not married it's made my life any less. That old maid myth is garbage. And I like when people use garbage as an adjective for some reason. That's garbage.
Oh
I like
my God,
that.
I love
So-
it. In fact, a little girl just used it. She was like, these straws are garbage because they kept breaking just the other day. Like
I love
one of
that.
Scarlett's friends.
Yeah. She has 2 adopted children. Her daughter's name is Dexter, which I love that name. And then her son is Duke. Yeah. So, and she became a mother at age 50.
I like that too.
I love that. Yeah. So, yeah, she opposes plastic surgery. She says, I'm stuck in this idea that I need to be authentic. My face needs to look the way I feel. So I like that too.
Wait a second. So she wants plastic surgery?
No,
or
she doesn't. She doesn't. Yeah. She says, my face needs to look the way I feel, meaning like she needs to be able to make the facial expressions. And,
Well, if you feel fake,
yeah. If you feel 10 years younger. Yeah. But yeah, she's an actress. She's a writer. She's a director. The Keaton was her mother's maiden name, so that's why
okay,
she's
that's
Diane
where I
Keaton.
was wondering where that came from. I was like, was she married briefly to Michael Keaton?
No. It was
No.
her mother's maiden name, so that's where she took it from. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. That's
like
all
her.
we have to say about that. Like, I
That's
love
all
her
we have
movies.
to say. Yeah.
Her movies
Yeah.
are great.
Yeah. I just
All
like her. She seems to be she would be a person that I'd want to like have dinner with, you know.
Yeah, I'd want to know her. I
Yeah.
feel like we could hang out.
Yeah.
But I think it's even funnier that your brother didn't fucking read the book. And the best part about him is we had recorded the week before and
Yeah.
it sucked.
Yeah.
So we all agreed that it sucked. So we came back a week later. So we recorded, it sucked, but he hadn't read it then. So he had another week, a week later to read it and become like familiar with it at least. And he also didn't do it then.
He did pick out a quote though. So that was cool.
That was
He
a
picked out
step.
That was
Yep.
That was a step. Yeah.
Yeah. God, I love him. He's so funny.
Yeah.
He's so
it was
good.
Really funny.
He's so funny. He
So,
reminds
yeah.
me a lot of my brother in a couple of ways. Just his fucking brain is on fire all the time. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. All right.
What else do we have?
That's it. That's it for today, my dear.
Okay, and what's our next book? I'm so excited about it. I've
Holy
read it.
shit. It is great.
You guys, I look 10 years younger on camera right now because of this book.
Yeah, it's a fantastic book. It's the New Rules of Aging Well, and it's fantastic. I'm really excited. I was listening to it in the car the other day, and Maciek was next to me, and he's like, there's no bullshit in this book. It's just straightforward.
It tells you what to do, and you know I love that. It's action items.
Yeah, so really, really good. So we cannot wait. It's the New Rules of Aging Well by Frank Lipton and somebody else.
I sent the book
Danielle
to
Clara.
Oh, who is it?
Frank Lipton and Danielle Claro.
Okay, so I sent it to my friend Mama Jen. I call her MJ.
Yeah.
One of my best friends. She said she just texted me. She had an hour left in one day. She's like, I love this book. It is like, I'm telling you, if everybody read it, we'd all be better off. And I like that it doesn't ask you to give up everything.
Yeah, and it's not, I mean, we'll get into this when we actually review the book, but it doesn't give like all these stupid, it doesn't go on and on and on and on. It presents what you should do and then it moves on.
I know.
It's like, you should do this because of this and then next.
Oh my God, it doesn't hash it to the nth. Thank you for not doing that, Frank and whatever your other name is.
Danielle. Frank and Danielle, we love you.
We love you already. We're going to talk all about you. Oh, we're going to hump your leg like nobody's business. All right. Well,
All right.
I love you.
I love you.
And I'll see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. Bow, bow, bow.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us. Rate and follow us if you like us. If you don't, please don't.
And come visit us at www.theweneedhelppodcast.com. There you can find show notes, links for books. You can join Audible, which is, how we actually read our books. We listen to them. And we have special exclusive content just for you. Also, feel free to subscribe to our Patreon account. That's where you can support us financially because we need it. And it can be anywhere from $1 to $100 billion a month, whatever you can afford. And the link to our Patreon account is www.patreon, and that's spelled patreon.com/We Need Help Podcast. And you can support us on there. We would really appreciate it because we do need help.
Awesome. And we will see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. Thanks,
Bye.
loves. Bye.